After some thought, this is my idea for a fusion reactor that starts from a low voltage DC current to a high voltage AC current, and it utilizes 3 feedback loops to create a fusion containment in the top load of a Tesla coil, and that is done through the generation of hydrogen and oxygen from a low voltage DC source in the bottom chamber here, which feeds a second chamber of ozone that's generated by a spark gap, and the hydrogen combines with the ozone to create the fuel. Then you will have the third loop, which is consumption at the same rate as emission, which is at the same rate as containment. So by introducing microwaves or magnetrons around the top load to produce the magnetic field of the containment, where the magnetrons operate at the same frequency as the top load would discharge on a Tesla coil that was set up to discharge. This one will not discharge. And inside the top load will be conductors running around the inner tube. There will be 2 conductors, which look like this right here, between which the arc will be sustained. One will be from the Tesla coil, the other one will be from the ground, or the same as what the water base is. So when the same voltage that's used to generate the hydro and the oxygen to begin with is also used to discharge at the spark gap to generate the high voltage oscillations in the Tesla coil, while at the same time as the spark gap fires, it will have a device that generates like a T laser that will shoot the fuel, as you say, while at the same time all of this happens at the same frequency, at the same rate, so as to create a feedback loop on the spark gap, a feedback loop on the generator, and a feedback loop on the containment. Also the same voltage that's used to operate the magnetrons for the containment in the top load. And the frequency that all this will operate at, I have not figured out yet, but that will be the key, is that the frequency is a feedback loop from generation to containment. And that's what's going to make it possible. And so you can see how this will create a sustained arc.
Calculations of fusion reactor Tesla. Coil frequency equals 124,800 Hz. Electrolysis frequency equals 312 Hz. Tesla coil primary frequency equals 31,200 Hz. Total main power generated at 52 Hz 3-phase or 156 Hz 6-phase. Approximate spark gap frequency equals 49,920,000 Hz. Approximate full wave sustained arc frequency equals 499,200 Hz. Components designed to run at 60 Hz can run much more efficiently at 52 Hz with less heat displacement.